you tell me what you're doing today?
Well, I'm about to make history.
And what is your goal for today?
It's exploring the infinite possibilities of the human mind under an artificial and lucid comatose.
And you're aware of the 10, 3, 2, 1 rule, right?
I'm sorry. I think I might need a refresher.
10 hours before bed, stop consuming caffeine. 3 hours before bed, stop eating and drinking alcohol.
I'm sorry. Is this a minor test or some kind of major assessment? Also, I haven't eaten or drunk anything today.
Focus, doctor. We are now about to submit you through a contained and non-dangerous cycle of NERM to REM sleep. Are you okay with this?
I mean, yeah, most
After this test, you may feel abnormally exhausted, lethargic, or sleepy. Make your way to the medical ward to see Doctor Who.
We have a Doctor Who? Like the Time Lord? Yeah, I get it. I get it.
We will begin shortly.
So, what am I waiting for? An audio cue or a countdown?
Just relax and focus your mind. And think about what it means to be anywhere.
Okay, now what?
Now press the button on the side of the glasses.
Okay, check.
Now sleep.
I'm hot as hell when the weather's freezing the cold as a devil, a demon, and ghost. I'ma get even some more. It's too late to even get low. Bow, wolf gang, that's what I need you to know. Moonlight, Weezy the goat. The wind beneath my wings, desert eagle underneath my coat. Yeah.
Oh. What the heck? Oh my god, it worked. Oh! Where's the anchor goggles? Oh. Okay. It tastes like nothing. Like not even water. Let's hope this computer is still up because I can't take notes and bring them back physically. Gag! Ah, okay. So you are awake. Right next to the minor anomaly report, make sure to add that you can't eat or drink inside of the lucid dream. Look at this. This is that one dream I had about being a mid-content creator. With that being said, because I acquired the brains to work for arguably the best and biggest company out there, I lack creativity. And where creativity dies, AI lives. Go ahead and make up an entire scenario and script for this video I'm about to film, Gig. Okay, I can work with that. Can we do something about these glasses though if we're gonna do that? Because unfortunately these are not in my prescription. Okay, you want me to go like this? Oh, well, that actually kind of helps. You're still there though, right, Gig? Okay, yeah, okay, I'll count that then. Anywho, let's go. How are we gonna start this off? What's up, you do? No, that's awful. Wait, I got it. Hey, yo, everybody, my name is Sergeant Jellyfish, and welcome to the 2025 Sergeant Jellyfish Halloween special. This has been a long time in the making, and I just wanted to say thank you all so much for taking this journey with me, and I'm very grateful that you happened to click on today's video. And I'm hoping that with all that you've seen, you're very pleased and very entertained. Gag, is that the right thing to say? Who added that? You all know the deal. It's just like an RBI OOVI or my reaction video series where you just send stuff in and I react to it. Except it's only scary stuff, tuned just right for the holiday. With that being said, I hope you're ready because it's time to get straight into the reaction. First we have You Need Me by Jimbo MBC. This was actually recommended to me by Common Writer, so if you're looking at this, thank you, you're the first one. Alright, Common, so, you know, much love, brother, and I hope you're doing great today. Also, this seems to be relatively short, but sweet, so, you know, hopefully let's see what this is about.
You need me. You need me.
What the heck is that?
You need me.
Ugh! No, hecky no. Oh! Get it. Oh, yo, what is that? Oh, that's not good at all. I don't need. What is this? Oh, this is all sorts of freaked out. Hello? I was half expecting whatever that was to start running, like full on sprinting. I don't know, or galloping, whatever four-legged creatures do. I'm gonna say thank you for the video recommendation, Common, but I'm gonna say no thank you to the possibility that I might, you know, see that thing in my peripheral while I'm tweaking at night and I got dark hallways. All right, next video. This next one is called The Pine Creepers, animated horror story by Don't Walk Home Alone After Dark. This is actually recommended to me by... Okay. Hey buddy, you know you're supposed to like make up the audience names and everything. You know you can do that much, right? Geg? Hello? Whatever, this is basically like a day off of work for me, so I'm just gonna take the time to enjoy the moment.
I'll never forget the summer of '95.
You always know it's gonna be something crazy. Oh my gosh, holy animation.
I was 13 that year. A heat wave had set in, making it one of the hottest Julys on record. The house I grew up in on Lake Michigan. didn't
Oh,
have air
Lake
conditioning.
Michigan! Hey!
Most of the time, that was fine. At night, a breeze would come in off the water, so just an open window was usually enough to cool things down and sleep pretty comfortably.
No cap.
But not that summer. That summer was different.
Nice animation.
Some of my friends and I had taken to camping outside to try and escape the heat. Jordy Baker, Augie McLean, and me. I don't know if it really made all that much difference. I think maybe we just liked being together. That made it easier to get through. I can't remember the first day I met Jordy. We lived on the same street in our small town and we did everything together. He was my best friend.
Hey, yeah, hey, yeah.
Felt like it had always been that way. Augie was a quiet kid back then, but you wouldn't know it when we were alone. So much so that his big mouth got us kicked out of my backyard. Dad had to be up at 5 for work, and he didn't exactly appreciate Augie's high-pitched laugh the same way Jordy and I did. There was a clearing in the pines behind Jordy's house where we used to hang out sometimes, so we decided to set up camp back there. An old, rusted-out Buick Century marked the spot. I always wondered whose car that used to be. Back before it became part of the woods, I mean.
That's actually, okay.
Thinking about it now, I'm
I
not
kind of
even
love
really
this
sure
setting
how
already.
it got out there through the trees in the first place.
Oh, station wagon type.
We'd cleaned out the broken glass and the cigarette butts left behind by the neighborhood teenagers, and we made a fire pit out of one of the wheel rims Jordy managed to pry off. The mosquitoes out there were ruthless at sundown, and dry, prickly needles covered the ground in a thick blanket under the trees.
I'd have some off for them.
The only thing I
They not
hated more
catching
than that
me
feeling under my
once.
feet when I wasn't wearing any shoes was the crunching sound they made whenever I was.
This is just
Wasn't
the
all
vibes,
that
bro.
cozy
I
of a
love
spot,
this.
but at least it was private. A place far enough away from the rest of the world that we could stay up all night laughing and no one would care.
It's an interesting.
Jordy
you
had
know.
skimmed some beer from a case
Life
in the
right
basement that his dad was working on. 4 bottles of lukewarm lager to share between us. Not exactly a blowout, but not enough that Mr. Baker would miss him either. I don't drink much beer these days, but even just the smell of it always brings me back to that night.
Oh yeah. Ooh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Some cold one with the boys or some lukewarm ones with the boys, you know, which is still alright with this friend group, I suppose.
The hours slipped past as we stoked the fire, talking about nothing in particular. That half a sip of beer must have gone right to Augie's head as he called it a night pretty early on without even finishing one bottle. We didn't mind.
You're a little
More
light.
for us. At some point, Jordy brought up what happened to Pike Lister.
Cooper. What type of dog is this?
Pike was 2 grades ahead of me in school, and he'd probably failed a couple on top of that.
Ooh.
He was big, and everybody was scared of him.
Heck yeah, I beat you.
On a Friday, that past November, Pike left school after his usual extra hour of detention to walk home.
Usual?
And that was the last time anybody saw him.
Yup, and he's gone. Nice.
The search lasted for weeks. They never found anything. Some people said he just took off, ran away from home. Others thought he might have drowned in the lake accidentally. Not Jordy, though. I listened quietly as he laid it all out. How his dad said it wasn't the first time something like this had happened around here. How back in the 70s, 4 people disappeared without a trace. And how around that same time, locals had started seeing something in the woods that wrapped around our town. Pale creatures with large eyes and long limbs creeped around on all 4s. The pine creepers. That's what we called them anyway. Jordy figured that's
Hey,
what
man.
happened to Pike. The pine creepers must have got him.
I'm staying away from whatever.
I laughed him off and
Hey,
eagerly
I don't
changed
even
the
go
subject.
towards woods. That's the
We
thing.
ended up burning a couple more sticks.
There's a vibe
before
right
letting
here.
the fire die
But
and
you'll
headed
never
back.
catch me having this vibe.
One of us could take the back of the Buick, and the other had to sleep in the tent with Augie. To call it a 2-man tent was being generous. I offered to bite the bullet, or at least that's what I let Jordy think. I'd never admit it at the time, but the truth is, all that talk about the creepers had me a little scared. Augie's snoring and spooning seemed like a fair price to pay if I didn't have to be alone outside.
Yeah, man.
After all, if they could take Pike Lister, what chance did any of us have?
No cap. You better have some on. You have like a really big stick
I'm
or
not
something.
sure what time it was when I woke up.
Okay.
It was still dark out, and I could hear rain coming down outside. For the first few minutes,
Dude,
I
it's
just
not the
laid
sleep
there,
not that good.
listening to the steady sound of the drops against the tent. It wasn't long before I realized that beer had gone right through me, and I wasn't going to be able to hold it. I fumbled around until I found the lantern, and I made my way outside.
Yep. This dude clearly not young enough. Cause if this was
The
me in
night
my
air
prime,
had cooled down a bit with the
my
rain,
freaking my
which felt
toddler
nice.
prime, I would have held
The
that
whole
in
sky
till,
was
till
clouded
next
over,
year.
blocking out any light from the moon or the stars. My eyes finally started adjusting to the dark. That was when I noticed it. Something catching the light just beyond the edge of the clearing.
What it look like?
A dim, reflective shine that flickered as I moved the lantern.
What it look like?
It took me a second to realize what I was looking at.
What it look like? I'm sorry, but what's his name? Augie? Something like that? Whatever. Whoever you are next to me, you're gonna have to get this wee juice. You see that? What is that? That thing is butt naked in Michigan. It get cold out here. See, this is why I don't go out to the woods and stuff. Cause you find the tweak of the weeks out there. Do you see this? Talking about some... Please. Let's continue though.
I was looking at.
I'm peeing everywhere. I don't care.
Eyes watching me.
Yeah,
It
let
was
me.
hard to see much of what those eyes belonged to.
You don't need
I
to.
knew what they
You need to
were.
know. All you need to know is nothing got eyes like that. Yup. Look at
Pine
this.
creepers.
I see one of those wee juice everywhere. Oh, that one mouth watering. You know he wanted. Get
voice
out!
pounded in my ears as we stared each other down.
Oh my. Don't stare it
Carefully
down.
started backing up,
Oh, yeah.
never once looking away.
Heck
I
yeah.
wanted to turn and run so badly, but just kept slowly taking one step.
You know it's gonna
after
hawk you
another.
down. Yep, go ahead and zip that tent up.
I got back into the
Hey.
tent as quickly as I could without making much noise.
I'm so slimy.
Maybe
I'm
if I
using
was
my friend as a
quiet
shield.
enough, those things would move along. I thought about waking Augie, but didn't want him to freak out and draw attention to us.
Turn the light off.
Seconds passed. Nothing.
Turn that
The
light-
rustling of the trees, and the calm drone of the rain. Just as I started to think that maybe I'd overreacted, maybe my mind could be playing tricks on me, it started. That familiar, awful sound. The crunch of those needles.
Go ahead and turn that light off. You don't want to turn that light off though.
There was something moving around outside the tent.
I ain't never
Did
seen
my
one of
best
those
to
in
hold my
Michigan.
breath.
And guess what? I'm never going to. Because I'm never going to be
Worst
out there.
part of it all
I'm not going to be in them
was I knew
woods.
Jordy was out there, alone. I kept telling myself he wouldn't wake up. He was safer in the Buick. That I should stay still, stay quiet. I laid there.
You ain't never going
I
to see me
kept
with no
listening
pine
for what felt
crunchers or
like
whatever those
forever.
are called.
I was too scared to do anything else. I never woke up Augie. I never called out to Jordy. I never did anything.
You don't need to. Whatever they don't know won't kill them. Turn that dang light off. Oh my gosh. That should have just came in there on you.
The hours passed, and I must have fallen asleep for a few minutes because the next thing I knew, the birds had suddenly started chirping, and even from inside the tent, I could tell it was getting light out. I gathered any bit of courage I had, threw the sleeping bag off, and gave Augie a shove.
I would have. Ooh wee.
I climbed out of the tent first, but he wasn't far behind me.
If
Part
I
of me believed that the pine creepers were still out there, just waiting for me to slip
man, if
up.
it wasn't pee I was soaked in, it would be
When
in
I
sweat.
saw the Buick, I got this awful feeling in the pit of my stomach.
What about your homeboy?
It was empty. Jordy was just gone. On the way back to his house, I kept telling myself, we'll find him there. He just got up early and he wanted the comfort of his own bed. He wasn't there. We waited around all day, but he never came home. By the evening, our whole town was in a frenzy looking for him. I never told anybody about what I saw that night. Not even Augie.
Come on, man.
Nobody would believe me anyway. I've played it over and over in my head. I'll never forget the summer of '95.
That summer of '95 go crazy.
That was the year Jordy Baker went missing.
Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. Of course it had to be in Michigan, by the way. This is called 5 True Creepy Horror Stories Animated by MJV Animations. This was recommended to me by Son. Son, how are you doing? You know, you've come a long way in this community, son, and I'm very proud of you. Much love, and let's see what you've got cooking for today.
This was only a few months ago. I was spending the weekend cozying up inside, as it was the end of winter, and these were the last few days of cold before it was supposed to start heating up. This night, it was rainy and cold, so I had nothing better to do than watch some movies and relax.
Heck yeah.
But it was sometime not too long after dinner that there was a knock at the door.
I'd never
I got
answer
up
it.
and walked over, but looking out the people, I didn't recognize the man.
Oh, heck
He
he
was
no!
wearing some brown jacket and a beanie.
Well, hold on, he
and
might be
he was
cool.
holding a snow shovel.
Never mind.
Seeing as there wasn't any snow on the ground, I didn't understand what he was here for. I cracked the door just an inch and asked what he wanted. It took all but 5 seconds of listening to him to know he was up to no good. He stumbled over his words and was trying to tell me a whole story about how he was just a friendly guy looking for any jobs to do in my yard. Something felt off about it,
While
and
it's raining?
unnatural, so I said no thanks and started shutting the door, but the guy quickly put his hand on it.
The heck you talking about?
For a second, he just
Putting your
stared at
hand
me,
on my door.
keeping the door open, before he let go.
Yeah,
I
don't touch
shut
my door,
and
you
locked
crack
it,
baby.
And after processing what happened, I looked back
The
out
heck?
the window. He walked down to the sidewalk
you, with
and
your-
disappeared
with your-
in the rainy fog. I watched for another
Walking
minute
animation.
to make sure he'd actually left for good. Then I went back to my movie. The guy was definitely sketchy, but I didn't think he would come back or anything, and would probably just go on to the next house. The rain had picked up over the next hour. I was still in the living room and had started another movie, although I knew I was probably too tired to finish it. My eyes were drifting in and out, but randomly, there was a thump above me that shook me awake. It was just one thump, and was kind of hard to tell how loud it actually was with the rain outside. But what was odd about it was that it was definitely from above me. I got up and walked upstairs, looking for anything fallen over, or even a leak in the ceiling that might have made the house settle a bit. However, I found nothing. It could have been one of the gutters clicking out of place from the heavy rain, or really anything else. So I ignored
So you
it.
think?
I went back downstairs, and being more awake now, I decided to finish the rest of the movie.
She looks like Lois Griffin. That's what I.
By the time I'd finished it
Thought about.
and was ready to go to bed, it was nearly 12 a.m. I shut off the TV and went around turning off all the lights downstairs.
Heck yeah.
But as I was walking upstairs to go to bed, I could very quickly feel the temperature drop as I got closer to the top of the steps.
It's warm.
Maybe I
ain't it?
was too tired to give it much thought, but when I got upstairs and started closing each of the doors that I'd opened earlier, I noticed something from the corner of one of the rooms. The window was cracked open. I must have stared at it for a whole 10 seconds,
Go get Peter.
thinking how impossible that was, and just being extremely confused. I walked over and looked at it closer. It was one of the windows that had a small roof overhang under it, and before I closed it, I barely could see an imprint on the windowsill of what looked like a shoe. I could feel the blood rush from my face as I turned around and just listened for a moment. The low creaking of the house, combined with the rain speckling the roof, only made me more unnerved, knowing someone was in my house right now.
People need to.
I began slowly walking, as quietly as I could, back into the hallway. All the other doors were still open, making me feel like someone's eyes could be watching me right now through one of the doorways. I was able to make it downstairs though, and from there I got my phone and hid in the garage, calling 911. It took
Okay.
5 minutes for the first officer to arrive.
Heck yeah.
I heard nothing but the rain during that time. Once I let the officer in, I waited on my porch.
Check out
as he
Officer
searched the
Handsome over
home.
here, bro. What?
About 2 minutes later, I heard him call out upstairs, and then he came down, holding a guy in handcuffs. I quickly recognized him as the man who showed up on my doorstep earlier in the night, and he had a terrible look of anger as he passed by me and was thrown in the car.
What the heck?
Putting all the pieces together, the guy had climbed up onto my roof, which was likely the cause of the thump I heard hours ago. Then he got in through the second-story window, which I never had thought to even lock. Most disturbing, though, is that the officer said he was hiding in the master bedroom, which I was literally 30 seconds from entering, and maybe even falling asleep, without any idea he was in there. The guy even took his shoes off after climbing in the window to not let his shoe prints show on the carpet. so the fact that I saw the tiny imprint on the windowsill is a miracle. With him going directly to my bedroom, his
Look at this dude.
intentions were clearly malicious, and thankfully the judge agreed. It's only been a few months since, but I still have sleepless nights where I can't help but feel like someone is hiding inside my home in the middle of the night.
That's why people need to own the iron. Alright, but because I want to make sure I get this video out on time, I'm going to skip the rest of them. And we're going to get to a personal choice of mine that I wanted to check out with you all. So I don't know if this is exactly scary, but I mean, it seems like it would fit for a video. It's called Pretty Kitty, Indie Animation Short Film 2025 by Corey Beepington. And this was a personal pull of mine, so I hope you all enjoy it. Alright, I don't know what that said.
Pretty like Kitty!
After a long legal battle resulting from a brutal decapitation accident on the park's Ferris wheel last year, this Playful Cats Park is closing down for good, displacing their many employees.
Yeah, they just laid me off. Thankfully, your office offered me a job, though.
That's so much already.
I'm gonna miss being Kitty. I'll see you later, Gerald.
Huh. Oh. Hanging up the mask.
Oh, that won't do.
Sewing it back up.
Introducing
Oh my God.
everyone's favorite furry friend!
Pretty Kitty!
What the heck?
Casey! What are you doing? Oh, Casey, you know by now you'd rather be doing something more fun, like riding your favorite ride. Are you serious? This thing was going to be
This animation goes crazy, by the way.
That's what made it fun.
What the heck? Wait.
You can dance, sing, and make everyone smile. But no one really came to these shows. And when they did, they came for you.
Oh my gosh.
There's only one Pretty Kitty. And if you leave, you'll never get to bring this much joy to anyone ever again.
Yeah, D1 manipulation.
You know what you really want to do.
Closed forever. An amusement park.
I can't. You know I can't. Think about the fun, the games, the people who love you.
But like who?
You know you don't
Where
want
are you
to
gonna
do
go?
this. Sorry, Kitty. Our show's over. How rude. I wasn't done yet.
Oh my God.
Do you really want to spend the rest of your life all boxed up? No more fun and games? No one to cheer your name? Is this what you want? To rot away? Don't you want to embrace who you really are?
Oh! Oh my gosh.
Pretty like Kitty.
Pretty like Kitty. Pretty like Kitty.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty like Kitty. Pretty like Kitty.
Oh, yo. Hello? Oh my God. Oh my God. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not that, not that, not that. Nothing, anything but needles.
Hi, how can I help?
Hello. I'm here for my first day.
What the heck? Do I even gotta say it this time? Yet another case of the tweak of the week. Minor inconvenience. Oh, I want to get in them cheeks, but I'm a bum, so let me climb in through your window. Oh, I want to go ahead and be a amusement park mascot, so let me just sew my freaking skin together. It just don't make sense. Time for the outro, I suppose. But regardless, thank you all so much. Hello? Geg? Geg, are you there? What is up with the glasses? Hello? Okay, no, but I'm tripping. There's no way. There's no anchor. goodness, the anchor goggles. The anchor goggles are the only way to solidify my connection between a dream and reality. Without it, I can't tell them apart. But no, I can't let myself be dragged around. What if this is man's true sin? The curse of knowledge. I know, it's only a dream. Once my heart rate increases, I'll be able to wake up. Yeah, where the heck am I? Daddy! I don't have enough for Vagabond! You can talk?
サージェント・ジェリーフィッシュ